Over 970 flips later, I finally made it. I created a completely done-for-you calculator that allows you to crunch every number associated with any flip. So that way you'll know exactly how much money you'll make if you seal the deal. For example, it'll help you calculate your after repair value, your total project costs, and down to the dollar profitability on any flip that comes across your desk, allowing you to predict how much money you're gonna make off of any flip within minutes. My name's Jake Leicht, and over the last 12 years, I've flipped over 900 houses profitably and predictably, really leaning into numbers and trends. What I've learned is that most house flippers actually don't know how to run their numbers correctly in this business. Sometimes hidden costs jump up and bite them in the butt. Sometimes they don't know how to predict an accurate after repair value. And sometimes they just don't understand what they're getting themselves into from the start to the finish of a flip. And this is why over 95% of first-time house flippers end up failing. They just don't know how to run their numbers. They're playing a guessing game, and they're essentially going about this business with a blindfold on. There's a lot of different things with the numbers and the trends that make a lot of brand new house flippers broke. Now, when I first got my start, I was no stranger to this either. I didn't really understand the numbers. I thought that a house would sell for more if I just put more money into it. I figured that if I made the kitchen luxurious, it would sell for $100,000 more. And I was wrong, dead wrong. Now, after a couple years of forcing my way through this business and muscling my way through these flips, I made some pretty good money. There are also a few that I broke even on, but every single time I got surprised. I was wishing and hoping that I would have a successful flip. Now, I remember the day that I sat down, looked at all my records, all my numbers from all my flips, and I really broke things down. And I realized that some of those hidden costs that would surprise me didn't necessarily need to be a surprise. I just wasn't anticipating them. I found a formula that changed everything for me. So I entered it all on a spreadsheet, and from that point forward, I can very confidently and predictably understand what my profit would be on my flip. I put it together in a calculator, and that has been my secret weapon for the last decade. It's allowed me to go in and analyze properties, lock them up, throw offers on them before the competition even knew that they exist. And I still use this calculator to this day. Now, this calculator has made me a lot of money in this game. All I've got to do when a property comes across my desk, I enter my after repair value, what I want to offer on it, as well as my estimated rehab costs, and it spits out every number that I need to know. It lets me know what my total project cost is. It gives me all my hidden costs like closing costs, realtor commissions. It breaks everything down to the penny, so I know my net revenue, I know what my percentage return on any investment's gonna be, I know exactly how much money to ask my OPM lenders, and everything dictates what my next move is gonna be. Now, the cool thing is once I put all those numbers into the calculator, it spits back out to me within a couple of seconds everything I need to know. It tells me how much money I need to borrow from my lenders in order to be 100% $0 out of my own pocket. It tells me exactly what my percentage return is going to be, what I can pay lenders. It breaks down to the penny my profitability in every scenario you can think of. If I sell a property for more than expected, if I sell a property for less than expected, it gives me a threshold to let me know whether or not a property is going to be a deal or if it's something that I need to throw back into the water. Now, it's not just me that uses this calculator. There are thousands of people in today's real estate network, the top 1% of investors, that use it on a daily basis. A buddy of mine, Jose, who's a real estate agent, was doing things using back of napkin math. He was writing all the numbers down, carrying the one, scratching things out, hoping, praying that things were going to be accurate. And once he started using the calculator, he's able to maneuver much more quickly and much more effectively. And he's made over 6 figures in his first 6 months in using that calculator. You can also take Levi and Josiah from Wyoming. They were flipping houses only locally. They wanted to make sure that they had their contractor numbers. They put everything into QuickBooks. But once they started using the calculator, it allowed them to systemize their business and start going into other states. And now 12 months after starting to use the calculator, they make over $100,000 in net profit per month in 3 different states. It allows us to save time and expand our businesses while doing it the right way and the accurate way. Now, I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I made when I was first starting in this business. There's no need to go through the school of the hard knocks to find success in house flipping. Go over to the link, download the calculator for free. There's also a tutorial on how I use it with one of the properties I'm flipping right now, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will be able to use this calculator on day one, accurately assessing any deal that comes across your desk. Now remember, this calculator is years of research all condensed into one file, so you can collapse your time frames and start getting going effectively and efficiently starting today. I'll see you on the other side. Happy investing.